There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Okay. Good enough for me. Are we ready, boys?
Oh!
Come.
All right.
You ready to go?
Come.
So my goal this week, because we've done, this is their 19th Creepypasta episode.
19th.
19.
Wow,
Yeah.
19, huh?
Old enough to die in a war, but not old enough to
Drink alcohol.
Yep.
Or smoke cigarettes.
Yep. It is really got wow.
Or rent a car.
No.
Or
No, yeah, it's 25. You can't.
Let's see. What else can't you do at 19?
I mean, nothing fun.
Read creepypastas.
I mean, you better, honestly, you should stop
Yeah.
by the time you reach the age of 19. But I wanted to find something genuinely frightening. I always say
You
this.
said this 19 times and you have failed 19 times.
Every time, because you make it all erotic all the time.
Well, this is
Or also
different.
you're just genuinely, you are absolutely incapable of not making it, not being a clowny man.
It's his curse.
I work hard at being scary. Hey,
Yes. Oh, scary. Oh, yes. Oh, wow.
the economy.
Wow.
Right? He's being scary.
That's good.
But I went back to my old stomping grounds.
Sure.
I went back to
Queens.
X
To X.
on
Yeah.
4chan.
Wow.
I went back to 4chan.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
that's-
And I gotta say, man, they have gotten just so stupid.
Well, yeah, you said this every time.
I just every time I go
Yes,
back.
But
no,
you
I went to go
literally,
look
you
for
just said this the last time and the time before that,
But
the time before that.
each time. Well, this time what I found was what they called the conspiracy theory iceberg chart.
Mhm.
Right, where it shows this whole long thing. You look at this. You look at this image. Right,
Yep.
it's this long thing
Is it the
of
tip of the
various
iceberg?
things. It starts with the tip of the
Yeah.
iceberg, where it starts with Trump-Russia collusion,
it
COVID hoax,
ends
JFK, Epstein, and the last thing on here is called the final understanding in the moksha tier.
There you go.
Right, God is being raped. Is one of them as well, which is apparently a symbolic
All right.
thing about the logos and stuff. I don't really know all the other terms, but I started looking up stuff to kind of see what would be ooky spooky. And
Right.
man, it's just like,
Not there.
Not
but I
there
want to
anymore.
be scary. So maybe something scary can happen.
There
Maybe
you
something
go.
scary can happen.
I mean, I chose all the stories for this episode. There's a couple of things in
Well,
here
welcome
that
to the last podcast on the left. Ben hanging out with Henry and Marcus. We're doing Creepypasta 19. I'm sure you could all figure that out.
Yeah.
Spooky spaghettos.
Yeah.
And it's very good this time.
Yes.
This time we're having spaghetti at lunch.
And I think that there might be some stories here that might tickle your frightened penis.
Well, you
a
know-
little bit, send it further into your pelvis.
Do you
Henry,
have an
can
idea
you,
how hard it is to tickle a frightened penis?
Henry, can you please tell our audience to roll up a hog's leg and get stoned?
Of course, buddy. I mean, first of all, have you taken your blood pressure medication today?
That's not for our audience. That's for you.
Because what I found, truly, sometimes chasing that with a bong rip is actually real nice. Right?
Yes,
You let
that's
that
healthy.
kind of come in there.
Is that what the doctor said?
What I would recommend, right? Because this is why I'm not full into a whole world of weed, especially during COVID. I got real fucking nerdy with it, and I really like it. And I think the key is, man, you
Yes.
got to get a grinder, right?
Yeah.
Because this is now many things. So to before you start this episode, before we get into this, number one, call your mom. Tell her to go fuck herself.
Don't do that.
All she's doing
do
is
that.
coming down on you, being like, my tile floor isn't ready yet. Right? Yeah.
Is your
all day
mom's
long.
tile floor not ready yet?
It is honestly, it is taking longer than it should.
What else does your mom have to do? Just wait for the
She
tile
honestly is
floor.
extremely busy doing I don't know what. She's extremely busy.
Okay.
But and once you're done with that, take off your shoes, take off your socks, put your shoes back on,
Okay.
take the pants off over the shoes. Welcome to vaudeville.
Nice.
That's what I used to do. That's how I got to be a good performer. Is I learned how to do it very quickly. I learned how to remove because again,
Yes.
because I'm mostly loose skin.
Yeah.
Right. I suck in. My pants
Right.
can just fall straight to the ground. This true performer. I'm born to be a performer. I have a performer's DNA.
Absolutely.
Right.
All right.
So I've been there. And then what I want you to do is go, my main thing is now I separate my keefs, right? So I collect them in a little tray. You see, that's the dust.
keef
that's going
catcher
in
from
When
your
do the
grinder.
people get to smoke?
Again, it takes about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And so,
So you got
I have a
no
little
socks on,
bubbler.
you got shoes on, your pants are around your ankles. I
Pants
guess
around
you're
your-
wearing underwear.
Yes, you are. And
50-50.
50-50 again on you because I don't know what chair you're sitting on because for me,
Right.
Natalie is openly expressed. It's probably good if I very rarely sit nude.
Well, the
beside-
butthole hits right on the
it
cushion there.
It is like
Yes, we
suction
know.
cup on it.
We know
I
that.
don't sit on my chair in the office nude because it can leave a full streak.
Well, and
right?
you never know when you're going to get aroused
You
at
never
work.
know.
Hey, we've got an all nude everywhere policy in our place. You can sit anywhere you want, wearing whatever you want, or nothing at all.
Wow,
you do.
that's so hot, Marcus.
Is that real?
Yeah, we never even. I can't. It's weird to me that people even think about it.
You sit naked on your couch in the living room?
Wherever,
He
yeah.
and his wife
It's
just.
fabric.
So what?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not sitting on this couch anymore, but
Well, you're not going to be eating off of it.
you don't know what I do.
Yeah, I mean,
Continue. The
I'm
audience.
just, wow, I just didn't know because I actually felt like there should be a divide.
See,
I agree.
I had
Put
this,
some cardboard down.
I had
but
this
we're
girl.
not.
I had this girlfriend back in college who used to yell at me anytime I sat naked on the comforter on our bed. She said, "Get your filthy ass
That's
off of the
different.
comforter."
That's the
And it
best.
was
That's a little rude of
that
her.
was well, she was rude.
It sounds like it. It sounds. Also, she also probably had a point.
She might
But
have.
anyway, so with the Keef,
Yeah, so I separated by sativa and indica, and I have two separate grinders, one for indica and one for sativa. What I do is I can't separate
roll
my
it up?
strains. No, listen,
No,
you
okay.
fucking asshole. I'm not going to do this.
God, the
Right?
audience
I
just
have
want.
little utensils that I purchased. I went to a store. I have a little spoon.
No.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, don't. Yeah, I know you're all ready to go.
Just
but
smoke
we're not
the
ready
joint.
to go. The audience is not ready to go. You pour a little bit of, a little sativa, scoop of the sativa.
How are you making
layer
this
that
so
is layered.
boring?
Because
Yeah. Okay.
I mix it up. Then I take a scoop of indica. This is completely real. I scoop it on top. I put an indica keef layer just right on top of like a layer cake, right?
Yeah,
and then
like
I
a
use my
burrito.
hemp wick. I gotta say, man,
Yes.
this is a really good way to not be able to talk to your family anymore.
All right.
Like it takes all your responsibility as a human away.
Great. So now and then you
Smoke it.
smoke it. All right, everyone. We'll go through those steps and follow them in order. Otherwise, this episode isn't going to be scary at all.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Okay, so Marcus, you have done a great job. Wonderful research as always, finding the tales of woe that we're going to talk about and read today. Henry Thomas Dabrowski, I believe you're up first.
Okay.
Yes,
That's my full
indeed.
name. I feel like I'm in the DMV.
HTZ.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is public. Submitted by Austin Brooke.
Ah!
It's
And
not-
in full disclosure, these were all sourced from
Very good.
bogleach.com.
Bug
Old
leech.
school creepypasta
Are you
site.
sure you want
Very
to give him
solid.
the number? We gave him that's the font. That's
It's
the
okay.
delta.
It's okay.
That's fine. They can go read as many as they like. They don't come here for the creepypasta. They come here to listen.
That's right. They come here to
Interesting.
listen.
Okay.
Put on your best drag outfit and read to the children. Come on now. Come on. Here we go.
Oh my God, there's been 9/11 too.
Whoa! Whoa!
I just got told to my Secret Service. All right. I've always hated public bathrooms. It's just so awkward trying to go with other people around. When I was a little kid, I'd sometimes get so nervous I'd forget how to unbutton my pants.
Man, this is scary, dude.
I never went during school. All through elementary and most of junior high.
Most
And
of junior high.
Most of our junior high, yeah.
Oh, you always had that one day where you had to break your own code.
Oh, yeah,
Where you're
dude,
just like,
just
I got to liquid shit.
Full liquid shit.
Yeah.
I've told that story about how I went into a stall in the middle when I was running sound on a talent show, and I was forced to by the tech class, and I had a liquid shit in the middle of the show, and I ran down to this theater bathroom to do it as quickly as possible, and the shit fell out of me so fast that it got all over the rim of this seat and got all over the inside of my pants, and I had to take off my pants, and then I looked over and I realized there was no toilet paper, and then I crawl underneath the station between that area and into the other stall, and then I looked and I saw an older Asian man and his granddaughter were coming in, and they just watched a shit-covered 300-pound 16-year-old just crawl in the ground army style in between bathroom stalls.
And that's the end of the story. Well, fantastic. Great.
I can see why you've always hated public bathrooms.
I've always
Public
hated
bathrooms.
public bathrooms, and I've been getting over it lately. Since high school, I've been able to go without too much stress, and now that I'm in college, I even sometimes use the urinal if I'm the only one in the room, like I thought I was today.
All right.
It was the ground floor bathroom in the library. I was feeling pretty comfortable because it was almost always empty. Still mostly out of habit, I checked the stalls for feet. None. Whew. Time to whiz in peace. I headed for the urinal. I had to go pretty bad. Right? Pretty fucking bad. So I was the only one about
Pretty
midway
bad.
through my leak
This is pretty scary.
when I heard the creaking. The distinctive creak of something that was definitely not supposed to be creaking. And then there was a moan. Low and raspy. Shit, I thought nervously. Must have been somebody in there after all. The moaning and the creaking intensified.
It's a 300-pound Henry Zabrowski covered in his own shit.
And then just as I was shaking off, sound like someone had dropped a bowling ball on a piggy bank, followed by water surging from shattered pipes. Jesus Christ. Were they so fat they shattered the toilet?
Oh.
Not the most mature thought, but the first one that popped in my head. Yellowed water started flowing across the floor from the handicapped stall.
Oh.
I lifted one foot in silent disgust, then froze. Swirls of red joined the stream pooling on the floor. On the current sailed, what? Is it shit? No. It had veins, and sometimes hair, or flaps of what looked like skin. And was that an eyeball? The groaning started in the stall again. I nearly asked if they needed help, but I stopped myself for some reason. What was wrong with me? Whoever was in there must be hurt, apparently pretty badly, if pieces of them were floating down the drain.
Yeah.
I was still standing there when the stall's door swung open, pushed open by the wall of flesh that had slumped against it. It was fat. But not like a fat person. It was corpulent, fat like an elephant, seal, or a hippo, and lumpy. Huge and pale and fleshy with blue veins visible just beneath the semi-transparent skin like the underbelly of a biology class frog cadaver. It lay flat on its face, or what I assumed was its face, for a moment before struggling ponderously to its feet. Its stubby arms pinwheeled, waving puffy, swollen palms that threatened to engulf stubby baby fingers.
Really good.
I slowly slid my junk back into my pants as it found its footing. I took a few cautious steps forward.
Weird.
I stared straight ahead of me, straight at the wall, a foot from my face, jaw clenched, futilely trying to will it out of existence, to make myself invisible, to not be here, right now. Suddenly, trembling, I slowly turned my head. It had tripped again, slipped in the steady stream of water spewing from the ruined toilet in the handicapped stall. Its head had bashed against the other urinal, the one right next to me, half ripping it from the wall, adding another source of toilet water to the deluge.
Whoa, scary.
Get me a Bud Light Lime.
No, it's not me. It's not me.
It's Buffin.
All right, I see he's projecting a little bit.
Joined wads of flesh on the voyage to the bathroom drain. Its head was definitely not human. It must have been 3 feet wide, with a stubby snout and reptilian mouth filled with short, thin, evenly spaced needle teeth that spanned the entire width. And it was making a man cry about the end of BG acting.
Background acting, I do that.
Bulging toady eyes stared blindly and unblinking from either side of its freakish face, which was bent awkwardly towards the sky after its high-speed appointment with the porcelain. It must be dead. It must have been dying already the way it was, gasping, struggling to support its own weight. It had to have been smashed its own brains in. I was just starting to exhale in relief when it stirred again.
Uh-oh. Yeah, now we heard it.
Bitch, I better help. Blast pot. Once again, it was trying to stand, to try to support itself with what was left of the urinal, its head swinging lifelessly from its shoulders. It was as if it was hanging on only by the skin, like the head of a mascot costume that had been dislodged. I valiantly resumed my interrogation of the bathroom wall above my urinal. It plodded through the flooded restroom. Plish, 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 past me. It stopped at the sink, leaned on it heavily for support, seemed to check its face in the mirror, though neither its eyes pointed straight at the glass or even showed signs of movement or comprehension. It pawed numbly at the faucet, turning on the water more with its doughy palm than any sort of dexterity of its vestigial fingers. It splashed some water on itself, and that seemed to calm it somewhat. Despite myself, I coughed. I jerked suddenly and turned so that its shoulders faced me, though its head was staring into space to its right, seemingly noticing me for the first time. It held up its hands apologetically. Yay! Rough morning!
All right.
I had to record. Slowly backing towards the door, then turning away and half lunging, half falling at the bathroom door, stubby limbs scrambling on the wet bathroom tile. I stood in the middle of the room alone again. I zipped my fly. A sudden curiosity overcame me. I tiptoed casually towards the handicap stall, the door still wide open, to look at the toilet. The toilet had burst. Like a pop zit, or maybe closer to a ruptured abscess. Shards of porcelain, like bits of eggshell, clung to a meaty, tumorous wad.
Ooh, evocative.
Broken pipes jutted from the mass like cut arteries, oozing a mixture of blood and sewer water. Clumps of hair dotted the mass, and a couple of things that looked eerily far too much like human fingers. I put my hands on my knees and dry heaved. I staggered out of the bathroom, looking at my frantically for that quivering thing. No sign of it, but a couple of wet footprints. I ventured further down to the stacks towards the exit. I noticed it led to a Chevy Silverado.
Interesting.
A couple of books had been pulled haphazardly from a shelf and lay in a massive, irregular, rounded, damp spot on the carpet. I stepped gingerly around it. As I passed the checkout counter, I told the receptionist that the men's bathroom was out of order. My voice shaking. I still don't like going to public restrooms, but I hate going into public restrooms alone worse.
You get it? Now he used to hate going into it, and now with other people.
That's a good, nice short story that really went somewhere. Wow, did he ever zip up?
I liked it. I love
the story. Yes, he said, I stood in the middle of the room alone again. I zipped my fly.
So he is zipped up.
Do you remember what's his name? Remember that video you showed? Remember it was from back in the day that was like the weird like pink herky-jerky style man walking down the street going like
kind of like that.
Yeah. That's what that guy reminds me of.
Yeah, I just imagine it to be like.
What was it?
I like to think of it as like, like Bobo and Little Devil from Trouble.
Yeah.
Also like that.
I do remember
pustuled and made of shit.
The scariest nightmares I'd ever had as a child was a reoccurring nightmare where I saw a flattened man that would come up to the door of my house.
Oh,
and it was a man like in Beetlejuice.
Or Judge Doom in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Sweet.
Yes. But he was like smeared, and he would walk in a parallel line. And he's going like, let me in. I don't know what it is.
Did you let him in?
No, of course not. It's flat people. But then I left, and then I found a unicorn made out of gack. It was a unicorn made out of gack, and it scared the shit out of me, man.
Man, we used to just have fun with science and chemicals. Gack was just, God knows what cancer that caused.
Gack's
I
still
love
out there.
Gack.
Gack is still live and
also, what was the one that had the little crunchies in it? It was like a Gack derivative.
It was called a spiv.
Something like that. It was cool, though. It was awesome.
It had texture. It was
had texture to it.
Like a living styrofoam. That's what that was made of. What was that called?
I don't know.
Pood?
Lingle.
Something like that. Something fun.
Prune.
Nematodes.
All right, so this is now
This
Kissel.
is mine.
This is
It's
yours.
not as long, thank God.
I give you the short ones.
Thank y'all. I love that. Nematodes. This is submitted by Infrolthen.
Infernal thing. This is the thing. Truly, Kissel. I will say, Kissel's reading over the years, it has improved. Yeah. He's faster on the fly.
I don't read for fun. I only read for knowledge. You guys read your little books to try to escape, but I don't escape reality. I live in it, and I fight it every fucking day.
You're right. You're absolutely correct. It's good to not read.
I read my stories. I read my articles, but I don't read this bullshit for pleasure.
You come in and say stuff like, I read a news article that says pigeons are giving people cancer. Like you have like some weird, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a father's sense of knowledge.
I think we may have just like pinpointed like the first thing you need to start working on.
What?
Escapism. Get out.
No,
Don't
buddy. I'm
spend
so
much-
in.
It's good to get.
You're too in.
But the one thing that we all suffer from is that now that we're also doing more of the sub stuff on Twitch, I cannot read a username. I cannot decipher. I can't believe how stupid I become as soon as it's a username.
Yeah.
It is hard. So infernal thing. Here he goes. It all started with abdominal pain. The frequency of these symptoms got me worried that I went to the hospital to see what it was.
Is this real?
No, this is from this guy, Nematodes.
No, I'm just also because I feel like you might have.
The only time I had to go to the hospital is when I broke my arms last year that no one seemed to care about.
We did.
We cared about it, and you played it off.
I had to. Remember when I burned my hand? I also played that off.
Nah,
I've been through a lot and no one even fucking knows it.
Jesus Christ, we haven't even gotten.
We try to show concern, and you brush it off so fast.
I'm fine. It all started with some abdominal pain. The frequencies of these symptoms got me worried. And so worried that I went to the hospital to see what it is. And the doctor told me I've got infected with intestinal worms. And he told me that these worms in particular are highly dangerous and I should get operated on. He did the removal operation and offered me some pills. And then he said I should take some more pills to prevent future infection. Despite taking the pills a few weeks later, I felt the same symptoms. Mm-hmm. This is like bad.
Yeah, it is.
I had to return to the doctor to get operated on again.
It's nematodes.
And he gave me, I know.
Let me guess to the end.
I don't know.
He gave me those pills.
He gave me those pills again. Now I know what the coincidence is, but another few weeks later, I got infested again. This is ridiculous. And that wasn't all. I got reinfected. This is ridiculous. I got reinfected numerous times.
This is unbelievable.
What the hell are these pills if they don't do their job? One day I squeezed a pill too hard and it opened. Strangely, the interior was filled with some white foam. On the day of the 7th operation, I regained consciousness during the operation, but luckily I was still numbed. When I turned towards the doctor, I saw, to my horror, that he was eating the freshly removed worms.
And I could see Kiss's reaction immediately. He'd just be like, did you even pay for those worms?
Did you pay for those? Those are my worms. So he was using me as a worm harvest because he wanted to eat worms. Is it the Oogie Boogeyman? Remember there was a wrestler, Boogeyman or something like that?
You're thinking of the villain from Nightmare Before Christmas, the Oogie Boogeyman who's made of worms.
I know that, but there's also a pro wrestler who would eat worms.
That rings a vague bell.
Yes.
Which one was that?
It was controversial.
The guy the voodoo guy?
No, that was just Papa Shango. This guy was like legit. He would legitimately eat worms.
Oh, nematodes are roundworms.
Oh,
they're gross.
The boogeyman.
Yeah,
the boogeyman.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, well there it is, a scary kind of medical one.
Yeah.
Rise from your grave.
Well, this one's called "Same as It Ever Was."
Same as it ever was.
This is not. Oh, sorry. Submitted by Sticky Dot. This is not my beautiful house.
I love that song.
I do.
This is not my beautiful wife.
Yep.
Lyrics from Once in a Lifetime.
Yes, indeed.
The only song by Talking Heads that most people know. That's not true.
Yeah,
people know Burning Down the House.
It's a smarmy thing for Sticky Dot to say, but I do understand.
They're one of the most famous bands of all time.
Yeah,
they are.
But it's the most relevant song in my life right now. This wasn't my house. And that wasn't my wife.
God, this is cool. It's like that chick on the plane.
I've said this before.
It's so obvious, but they won't stop trying to fool me. My wife is 5'3" with black hair and a bob cut.
Okay.
Beautiful green eyes.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
What's sitting at the other side of the table is a mop.
Oh, no.
A mop.
Well, that's not good.
A mop that has been dyed black with those little googly eyes glued to it.
I don't know.
There are long strings attached to it, and they reach up through the ceiling.
I don't think you should listen to less talking heads.
Yeah.
Whenever my quote-unquote wife moves, she just bounces around, and a high-pitched voice that sounds nothing like my wife's velvety tones and more like a Muppet often accompanies it.
Huh.
Aubrey and Lisa don't seem to notice anything different. Those are my kids.
Yeah, I figured.
But they're both 2 years old.
Sure.
They're twins.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm just chalking that up to childhood stupidity.
Yeah, they're just fucking stupid.
Yeah, they're just kids. They're twins.
Stupid. They don't
fucking
get
kids.
dumb fucking 2-year-olds.
So
stare at each other all the time.
Don't get anything.
The dumbest fucking kids on the
Fuck
block.
these moron kids.
This is not my house either.
No, man.
For one thing, the walls in my house are not colored like a coloring book, but instead painted like that of a normal person's house.
Have you tried listening to James Taylor?
Oh, I've seen
have you tried to
fire and
listen to
I've seen
something?
rain.
It's just something calming.
How do you equate James Taylor? Oh,
I've
you
seen
mean
fire
Talking Heads
Instead of
too,
Talking Heads, yeah.
too neurotic?
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, Talking Heads have been bad effect on
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just yesterday morning.
Well, and not
know you were gone. That song is sad.
It is.
It's a sad
It's been
song.
a plane crash.
Yeah. Another thing about this house that's weird
Sure.
is that all the furniture is hard. Even the bed. I cut open a pillow yesterday and found that it was actually a piece of puffed up cardboard.
Oh my gosh.
If I haven't received enough emails that do read like this, it would not be as scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have seen these emails in our side stories, LPOTL at
Absolutely.
Gmail.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like this is kind of maybe a setting for a, yeah. It's not a-
Now, I don't know who's doing this,
Mm-mm.
but I'm getting fed up.
It's David Byrne.
I haven't been able to leave the house in 3 damn days because my damn mop wife keeps blocking the door and saying she wants to spend more time with me. Even sneaking out at night is impossible since the windows seem to be nailed shut, although I haven't seen any nails.
That's the biggest mystery yet.
Yep.
If this doesn't stop soon, I will do whatever it takes to get myself and the kids out of here.
No father should
No.
ever get to the term whatever it takes.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Next chapter.
Oh,
Today,
okay.
I pushed my mop wife. I
Jesus
didn't mean
fucking
to,
Christ.
but she forced my hand.
She's still your wife.
It's a mop.
She was laying on the couch, pretending to watch a program on our cardboard television
I don't.
Oh my God.
when I asked her why she was doing this to me.
I'm going to act all of this out tonight.
Yeah. Mop life.
Doing what, honey?
Oh,
She
wow.
asked.
Wow.
And she knew damn well what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed her by the handle and shook her, screaming in her face, not seeing anything, just screaming.
And-
It's a mop.
I
Yeah.
hope she's a mop.
Then I shoved her. She flew backwards and landed on the floor. Mop wife then began to cry.
That's not good. Not good at all.
I ran for the door. The door was unlocked, so I opened it and went through it as quickly as possible.
Great.
Barely forgetting the fucking stupid kids.
Well, they're fine.
I mean,
Twins.
yeah, they're
They have
stupid.
each
They're
other.
fucking morons.
But I came out in my bedroom, having not left the house at all. Now, this can't be a nightmare. It's lasted far too long.
Yeah, yeah.
But now my mop wife won't speak to me.
Oh,
Good
no.
Lord, you're going to have to talk to your shovel mistress.
And
Absolutely.
And the children seem frightened that daddy will hurt them too. I would never hurt my kids.
Sounds like something that someone's about to hurt their kids would say.
No, he said he would
Never.
hurt his
Yeah,
kids.
okay.
Chapter 3. Aubrey was replaced yesterday. That's one of my kids.
Yes.
Mm.
It's not that. Yes, there's only 3 characters. So, yeah, we caught up. I'm caught up.
She's fucking an idiot anyway.
A small dustpan took her place. She sounds just like her mother.
Oh, my God. This is just.
Only it pretends to speak like a baby.
Is this like a janitor's like fantasy or
It
something?
might be.
Aubrey could say full sentences before. I've taken to ignoring her and not letting Lisa out of my sight. Lisa's the other kid.
The other
That's
kid. Yes,
Mhm.
of course.
What a fucking moron.
I don't want them to take her too. While Mop Wife was pretending to cut up chicken for dinner, which meant she was bobbing up and down in front of a cutting board with raw meat and a knife on it, I came up with a plan.
I kind of want to see this show.
I know. It's
Like, I
very
wanna see this
interesting.
show.
Let's option this.
Yeah, because it's not even about the mop or the dustpan. It's
No.
about the argument they had.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chapter 4.
Okay.
I cut her strings. Mop Wife's, not dustpan Aubrey's.
Okay.
Real or not, I will never hurt my children.
See?
They don't hurt the child. Dustpans don't have strings, do they?
It's his kid.
Oh.
She fell to the floor, milk pouring out of her mop strand hair, and the voice shrieked.
Yeah?
The house shook, and I fell to my knees. Lisa held on to Aubrey and was starting to be lifted into the air. I grabbed them both and pulled them back down as best as I could, but whatever was controlling the strings was too strong.
Oh.
All I could do was watch as Lisa and Dustpan Aubrey were pulled into the ceiling. I
Cool.
climbed up on a chair and slammed the remains of Mop Wife against the ceiling, screaming for them to return my children, but it accomplished nothing.
Accomplished nothing.
Nothing at all, apparently.
I'm alone now in this cardboard house.
He's like a screwdriver or something. I think this is a screwdriver talking.
I've been writing down every possibility. Aliens, government social experiment, psychotic breakdown, but nothing makes sense.
I mean, if it was to Billy Joel, this might all just be piles of spaghetti.
Yeah. Also, I heard a remake of We Didn't Start the Fire with new modern stuff.
I want to get into
Horrible.
It sounds awful.
Horrible.
Sounds awful.
Awful, bro. Awful.
Whatever had me has abandoned me. The food ran out 2 days ago, and I've been eating cardboard.
All right. I mean, that's. He's a bug? Is he like a cockroach? He's
I
a
wonder
cockroach.
if my real family is in a cardboard house somewhere else. But mostly, I regret killing my mop wife.
See, I like Life During Wartime.
It's a great song. She wasn't my beautiful wife,
No.
but it was better than being alone here.
And that shows.
Well,
Don't just chase everybody away because even shitty company is company.
That's
well,
right.
maybe. Also, Perry Saturn, a wrestler, he had to have an entire storyline involving a mop as punishment.
Interesting.
Yeah, because he hurt somebody in the ring. Well, that was a great
I like
story.
that story. I actually like
So
that
it's
I love
story.
that story.
So
It's a
what
great
is it?
story.
What is the guy?
The
He's
guy's
gone nuts.
He's just a guy.
Oh, he's just crazy?
I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know if he's gone nuts. I think he's just got a mop wife. No.
I think
Oh,
that
my
it
God.
sounds like something, everything stopped becoming real to him, but I don't know. I feel like I was waiting for like it all to sort of make sense, but it didn't.
Like
but
a
I still like the
reveal.
story.
I love the story. Yeah, I love the story. I like
What
the,
did you like about it the most?
the mop wife.
The mop wife,
The
of
mop
course.
wife.
Yeah, and the
stupid
voice
kids.
and the voice.
But what
and the-
about Lisa? He never even cared about Lisa.
No, he didn't care about Lisa. She got taken up through the ceiling, but the string.
She was with Aubrey?
Yeah, dustpan Aubrey grabbed onto her and
Lisa,
then pulled
okay.
Lisa up.
I
It's
like
a
it's like
Mission
a Pee Wee
Impossible.
Herman world.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
a
Except
little
it's not
bit.
supposed to be a Pee Wee Herman.
No.
world. He just wakes up one day. He's got mop wife.
What if Pee Wee Herman is in hell and this is his reality now?
I actually really like that concept though.
I don't.
For a show.
Pee Wee in hell?
Not in real life, but in a show. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, very scary, strange.
I actually like that.
I love that.
strange.
I don't like the idea of cardboard in my pillow.
No,
I mean, it's mostly cardboard anyway.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
there's. I don't think there's,
There's
a single.
no cardboard. Anyway, move
there's
on.
no
Harry.
cardboard in my pillow.
There ain't no,
No one
cardboard.
can see. No one can see. I think you're wrong, face.
Nah.
Are you ready? Here we
Yeah,
go.
it's like some cover band that does that. We Didn't Start the Fire, but with all like, it's like Kavanaugh.
I'd rather be
it's
dead.
so
I'll
horrible.
never hear that.
I would.
I know. I
rather-
was like, what the fuck
No.
is this? Because I heard the beginning of the song. I was like, I'm ready to get JFK.
No.
Blah, blah, blah. Nothing.
If it
It's
literally,
awful.
if that is real,
It is real.
I'll like. I would rather buy like Jason Aldean. I'll just like buy his whole discography rather than listen to that.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Here we go. Case file. Too spooky.
Yeah.
For too real.
Yeah.
Submitted by Thomas F. Johnson.
Oh.
Too spooky to be funny.
Esquire, indeed.
Crack, crack, crack. Went the timbers on the pier. Is that a good
Is
way
it
to start
supposed to be sung?
No, I don't think so.
It's
he
not
can-
supposed to be.
It's the creepypasta is all about interpretation, so
Okay.
he can interpret it however he likes.
It's like in Italy,
it's
right?
just-
You get different pasta dish, whether it's Venetian, Tuscan, Sicilian.
Because it could be read crack, crack, crack,
crack,
crack,
crack.
when the timber.
Crack,
you-
crack, crack. Went the timbers on the
floor.
pier as the agent in the hazmat suit stepped off on the. All right, here we go.
I love that
That's where to
song.
go. I do like
That's
that.
a hit song.
Crack, crack. The timbers on the pier. I don't know the rest of it though.
Okay.
I don't know how else to do it.
Spooky.
We've sold ads in this episode.
yeah.
Yeah, spooky.
Crack, crack, crack.
With the timbers on the floor.
Yeah. All right, good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move on. As the
It's too
agent,
fun.
I know I do like it too. I do
It's
like
like when we were in Scotland and we all just started dancing because we heard fiddle music. And we're just like, our knees are moving.
yeah, like my whiteness just like made my spirit alive. The agent in a hazmat suit stepped off the one-person government-issued motorboat. Flap, flap, flap with the tape marked. I don't. Why is he doing this? Why
the way
is
he
Thomas
does it.
F. Johnson doing this? Tommy, why are you doing it like this? Flap, flap, flap. With the tape marked, "Do not enter." Quarantine. Being pushed back to the
Oh,
agents.
this is what I love to hear about.
Stepped under to see what the damage was. Hiss went the compressed air to the catapult gun. And
Hiss,
the sigh.
hiss,
It is aggravating.
I know.
It's extremely aggravating.
Thomas
actually.
Johnson.
It's hard to keep moving.
It's a long story.
Yeah,
you have
He's
to
got
get
a
through.
style. He's got a style. And I
Oh my
like
God!
that.
Yeah, this is really long. Okay, let's go.
And as the sigh, as the agent thought he had least, their deaths will be quick and painless. And shriek went the man, dragging himself down the pier, screaming under the weight of the cartoon witch-shaped head-shaped tumor crushing his spine.
Big tumor shaped like a witch.
Yeah, so this guy, he's looking, it's a tumor shaped like a witch on him, right?
Yeah, and he's a government agent, and he's got a cattle gun.
Yeah.
Like, they get,
the bolt thing.
Yeah, sure.
Gun's no good.
Like the Big Boss Man used to have.
Yeah.
The gun's
For the
no
Mounties.
good.
It's like the Mounties. Remember them tag team? I'm thinking wrestling today.
The agent looked down. The man was weeping and moaning like a cuck as the great green head tumor cackled mindlessly.
It's like Evil Dead.
It was proper protocol to take out any stragglers on the course to patient zero. He placed the bolt gun to the man's head. He placed the bolt gun to the man's head, and mercy was granted. The cacophonous hecatomb became more evident as he stepped into the town of Port Risley. A cartoon Halloween hell out of Bosch. Cartoonish spooks growing like great fungal cancer gardens of orange and black and purple.
It's a Halloween virus.
It's a Halloween
I
virus.
love it.
This is very Crystal World J.J. Ballard.
Yeah.
And then also, I just realized, No Country for Old Men. Wasn't that the kind of gun that he used?
I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Flip the coin. Flip the coin.
Cackling jack-o'-lanterns grew out of the sides of buildings like fleshy warts, and ghost-like white masses dragged their way out of a sewer as he walked past. A dog was dragged past the agent howling as the giant goggle-eyed spider attached to its head walked down the asphalt. With the mindlessly drooling pseudo-Draculas, pseudo-Frankensteins tugged at the cars as they bulbously protruded from, dragging their useless limbs in a way that should not exist. Wow, this is Annihilation meets Spirit Halloween. Yeah.
Yes.
There were corpses
Annihilation.
everywhere, of course. Oh my God. There were corpses everywhere, of course. Colorful blights of spooky cancer crushing pale and bloodless bodies of men, women, and children like piles of Halloween decorations. Almost comical. There weren't so many of them crushed between twitching goblins, mummies, and eyeballs, smothering the faces of the dead, clawing, screaming against sidewalks and edifices of still moving mummies and eyeballs and stretched black cats.
Cool. I want Halloween to come already.
The agent felt like he was choking on his own heart as he walked through the streets, granting bitter mercy to whatever he could. Men, women, children, animals. There was no cure for the sickness of the world, no escape, whether as a victim or a watcher. Every step he hoped it might get better, and every step he was further gouged in the soul as the Baroque Halloween plague continued unstopping. The living amongst them were the worst. A line of huge skeletons merrily danced on streets of tumorous jack-o'-lanterns, and black cats as the people growing out of them screamed in pain.
Whoa. Wow. Oh, kind of fun, though. Wow.
Right?
Good
A
acting.
child was dragged by its leg as a huge purple owl flapped and flew from building to building in the same mindless pattern over and over again. A tangle of humans are trapped scalp first in a meaty rat king of Draculas and Wolfmen as they fought over the scraps of corpses living in the street.
Corpses living in the street.
Wow.
they're living-
Don't just yada yada that. That's huge.
These corpses
Are living in the street.
they're dead in the street. If they were living,
No,
they'd
but
be
they're-
out there doing karaoke.
are.
They'd be telling that girls that they loved them, but they didn't.
Also, speaking of owls, Big Boy from Outkast? He has owls.
Wow.
And he records with them.
That's actually very cute.
Isn't that cute?
That's adorable.
Yeah.
A whole haunted house the size of a porta-john was dragging itself through the street, leaving a
Wow.
smear of the wreckage and humanity growing out of it as it went nowhere in particular. All were given mercy, as the agent could, as he walked towards his destination. A sign reading, "Cost low costumes," was his destination, in the middle of the piles of dying and undying that nearly blotted out the heavens. The brickwork and windowsill barely visible amongst the meat growing from the rancid edifice when he stepped upon it in this heart of this hell. The Halloween core. If one could find it in some discount aisle on November 1st, it was growing from that building's walls. Moving, howling, hooting, choking, croaking, laughing, cackling, moaning. Every noise you can imagine. Yelling, creaking.
I Feel
Thumping,
that.
grumping.
Also, it is a good reminder. If you do want Halloween decorations for
You get
next
them
year,
now.
you get them.
I just
No,
bought
you
my-
get them. No, you do not get them now.
I just bought a giant animatronic Mars Attacks alien that I'm going to use in my front yard.
I do love that, but what I was going to say is you buy them the day after after Halloween, because then they're on sale.
No, you
Yeah.
buy them early so you get them in because a lot
That's
of them
exactly
are not
what I
available.
was
They
saying.
run
Right
out.
now, you're actually buying them at peak price.
They run them out. They run out.
You bought them at the right time. You didn't get the deal.
No, they run out. A ghost-like lump of white pointed at the agent, going, "Oh!" as he went in.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's scary.
He paid it no mind. The lumps of pumpkin, witch, and skeleton were only denser inside there, with only a few glimpses of musty floorboards and half-torn piles of costumes being gnawed upon by mummies and tiny haunted trees. He loves mummies.
He does love
He
mummies.
does love
And the
mummies.
word edifice.
Yeah.
I love mummies too. I think that mummies don't get enough play.
I think that mummies need to be redone in a way that's for the kids, right? So
I
they
would
gotta
actually
have
love to
tits
discuss
and
this.
a dick, and they need to go to high school and do cocaine.
Can we do the revisionist history with the mummy like we did with the zombie? Can we have fast mummies? Why can't they be fast?
Well, I feel like
I guess the mummy, that
The
movie,
Mummy,
but
those-
the mummy didn't.
It's more that the
I
curse.
want like the classic mummy.
It
Yeah.
shouldn't matter about the speed of the mummy because the curse is all encompassing.
Right.
Mm.
It moves at the speed of curse,
Yes. Faster
Which is
than
quite
sound.
fast.
which is immediate.
Absolutely, it is.
You're already
Immediate.
dead.
Yes.
Why? The agent thought. Is the story continuing? Why
Why?
did you have to do this to yourself, to them? Why didn't you listen? He reached the back door, grabbing the knob and the eyeball growing through it. And inside upon the wall, covered in the tumors, to the point where it was almost impossible to tell where the tumors began and the human ended, was a man in a shredded, cheap magician's outfit, with eyes, begging for death. Hello, Smarty. The man on the wall slurred, drool coming out of what could only barely be seen as a mouth.
Oh.
A limp wand lay in his right hand,
Oh.
a busted top hat on his head. Hello, Frank, the agent said. So he walks up with the catapult gun. They're fun.
So he knew him.
Yeah, you knew him.
Smarty,
Jesus, Henry.
His name's Marty.
Henry's drooling.
Smarty. I guess I went too far this time. Smarty. The man said, Yes. Yes, you did. The agent said as he put the cattle bolt gun against what could be faintly discerned as the man's head amongst the pumpkins and tumors. Smarty, please,
Yeah.
please kill me.
Yeah, I think that's for the
Please.
best at this point, yeah.
He breathed. The tumors pulsed as they sounded in hollow, mindless screams. And the agent obliged.
So you see,
I do not see it.
there was a magician,
Yes.
and the magician
He did it.
he did it.
So the magician caused
magician
a
named
curse
Frank
in a Halloween
that
adventure.
knew the one guy named Marty from the CDC who
Right.
arrived to shoot him in the head.
So he was a magician?
Yes, I think so. I think they said
no,
that.
it was just it never said it just a one-person government. He's from the government, but it never said that he was from the CDC.
And to think this all started with crack, 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 with
the
timbers on the pier as the agent in the hazmat
We were
suit
so
stepped
happy in the
off.
beginning.
I know.
were.
Well,
Yeah.
so the magician worked there. He made a curse,
Yeah.
and then everything came to life, and then he had to be shot.
Well, everything began growing out of everything else. Everything
Right.
Halloween became tumorous.
I do understand it. It
Tumorous.
did grow. It did grow. And this
I
is the
actually
point
think
during
that-
the show at this point, because every time we do a creepypasta, there is somebody out there that was being like, they're not taking it seriously.
What are you talking about? I was
just
super
like,
serious.
this is one of those where I feel like they're gonna be like, that was actually quite good because as you see, Halloween is a bit of a thought epidemic, and you're like,
It
get
is.
away from my family.
This Halloween, we should all go with people just with normal diseases that'll take us all.
I have cancer.
That's great. Perfect costume. That's all. What's your costume? I have cancer. All right.
You
let's-
just sound like a libertarian. You know what I mean? Like that thing is just ruining
Yeah, it's
people's
cancer.
fun. Yeah.
hardened of the liver. Hardening of the liver. Yeah, that's my costume this
I
year.
am the knight. They call him Sir Osis.
Bag Lady. That's the name of this next story. Bag Lady by Brian Shadensack. The PTA meeting started. Okay, the PTA meeting started. Fred Williams, the head of the PTA, stood up. Thank you for attending the monthly. Oh, the Bag Lady interrupted. No one liked the Bag Lady. Seems to be a different language there.
That's Latin.
Yeah, so it seems as if
No, don't help him. Don't help him.
Lupiasori et pere alienis in non-denominating.
No. Give it a real
All
shot.
right, look at the letters.
Look at
Like, not to be anything.
Loopy.
Look at the letters. So Latin's easier than you think it is, right?
No, it's
because
not.
it's easy
They say it's one of the most difficult
It's
languages
one of
in
the
the world.
most
That's why
difficult
it's
languages to understand.
to understand,
Yeah,
but to
because-
read, it's just noises. So if you look at the
Loopy.
letters, so yeah, lupi,
lupi esseri a puris alienus non damo a esserentes pescurius omnius et omnia.
that's very good.
Said the
very
bag
good.
lady.
I feel like it's the Vatican said at a Piggly Wiggly. But yes.
So I did that.
Yeah.
Fred Williams, the head of the PTA, bled from the mouth, the nose, the ears, and the eyes. What the fuck? People wanted to interrupt the bag lady. No one did.
She's in Latin like she's scary.
In
Like she's
fact-
like she's like possessed by a devil.
In fact, Cynthia Rock, the gym teacher, she rubbed her chest. There was still a staple in her heart from when she interrupted the bag lady.
From when she interrupted
Yes,
the
that's
bag
what I
lady.
said.
Last PTA meeting, and the bag lady apparently stapled her in the
She
chest.
stapled her in the-
sure.
And
Not-
it was in her heart, and they didn't remove it.
I think they understand.
Okay.
I don't know why in these short stories they give a full name and a role.
Cynthia
Cynthia
Rock.
Rock,
Cynthia
the
Rock.
gym teacher means nothing.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It means a lot. They're at a PTA meeting.
Okay.
So, yes, Nas, Kuki, Novus, Rerum, Tractare, Fiscus, Riscus Autios, Gymnasium, Tecto,
You sound like a real rerum reading Latin.
continued the bag lady. And no one liked the bag lady.
No one liked the bag lady,
No
man.
one like the bag lady.
I wish I knew what those curses meant.
I mean, here, I'll look it up.
Yes. No, because obviously it means gym. We have gymnasium.
You look up the first one, I'll look up the
I
second
think
one.
she actually caused a rupture in her rectum. I think that's what that means.
There's a burning
There's a
in
rupture
my
in her rectum.
That's what happened with that manatee.
Oh, I
Mhm.
know. The one who
Oh.
got fucked to death by the brother.
Bag lady. Oh, this is just says it. Oh, from this thing. Oh.
Oh, this is fun. Okay, so the second one. Okay, so here's what the bag lady said.
The first one is what?
The first one, the bag lady said, "Wolves starve and do not harm strangers' children and feed the hungry, all and sundry." The second one said, "We are also dealing with new things in the fund for the revival of the gymnasium roof."
Dude, that's actually
well,
really
that's
fun.
nice. So the big lady was just doing nothing but good stuff here.
Yeah, she's just evil.
Yeah, she's evil, and then she's also adding.
She's in the meeting.
Curses.
She's in the meeting.
And adding curses.
Yeah, at the same time.
All right. Well, what a great story. The big lady.
This next one, it's apparently from a series of creepypastas called The Boxes.
Okay.
It's by Sam Miller, and this one is called Horse Hole.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
A room, the color red, neighing. I awake. I see a huge thing in front of me. It is freakishly tall, with lanky and knobbly legs, covered with pinkish skin and sparse hairs.
Hey, you want to play me in Madden?
Yeah, is this another joke about me? Wow, how creative.
Don't want to play me in Madden.
It has a torso.
You don't want to play me in man. I'll beat you in man.
It has a torso, but it is so far away from me so as to be nigh unnoticeable.
Oh.
Its head, if it even has one, is completely hidden in the reaches of the sky.
Whoa.
It bellows.
Hello, stranger. If you are to be here, I would recommend being wary of my children. I have forgotten to introduce myself. I am Horse.
Hi, horse?
No, it is Horse.
Okay.
Horse.
Where are we?
Instead of responding,
You
the
guys are going to do this together?
I just saw this thing. I figured it would help him.
It's kind of cheating a little bit,
Thank
though.
you for
It's
helping
kind
me.
of cheating a little bit.
Yeah. Instead of why is it cheating?
Because also, you guys, all of your quotes are in English, by the way.
You did good.
I wasn't able to have quotes in English.
You honestly, you made a lot of those sounds.
You did good. Instead of responding, the equine beast simply gallops and leaps over the immense walls of the chamber I'm in, neighing as it goes along. I see a hole in the ground where one of Horse's hooves was sitting, carved from whatever material the floor is made of. Rough stairs crawl around its circular shape down into the pitch darkness. Since there really isn't any other way out of here, I climb down the circular staircase. Darkness, darkness, darkness. Step, step, step. More darkness. More steps. steps.
Sure. Stairs in the dark, yes.
Yep, sure.
Careful. I see a patch of lit steps and continue crawling towards them. A hole dug into the side of the staircase. I see light at the end of it. I crawl into it so that I can have something to do besides keep on crawling downwards and downwards. I crawl up into it and keep on crawling through it.
Okay.
I crawl past dirt and roots and worms and things.
Is this allegorical?
It's allegorical.
A single fat grub falls in front of my face. And I look.
My name is Fat Grub.
Hey, don't you say that about yourself.
I would like to say I'm not fat. I'm just big bones, but I don't have any bones.
Yeah, it's funny as hell.
I'm
More like
gr-
Pretty Hot and Tempting, remember that?
Thank you.
I look down. It has the head of a fat-eyed fetal horse.
What is this?
my God.
What are we reading?
I don't know. I have no idea what these are.
The light at the end of the tunnel.
What is this?
I don't
This
know.
is my taste.
I know.
This is what he likes.
It's true.
It's a grub with a fat horse's head.
The light at the end of the tunnel gets even closer. I'm crawling to it still,
Yeah.
and it is beginning to take shape, indistinct, shadowy, with the exception of the two orbs of light. They are blind white eyes. I crawl forward even further. I can see the thing's head. I can see its great flat teeth.
Yeah, it's a horse.
I can,
Yeah, it's just a horse.
I can see its pallid and wet skin.
It's a wet horse.
I can see
We
hooves
still don't know where he is, though.
poking from under its flabby mass. I get close to it, and it lurches while moaning.
Uh-oh.
A drawn-out neigh. But it's more moaning. It slowly drags its mass forward, the dirt of the tunnel walls crumbling against the equine mass. I edge away from the immense creature. It speeds up its crawling, its dragging. It nips at my clothing and at my skin with its huge jumping teeth. It speeds up. It speeds up. I crawl ever frantically. Its pale and flabby flesh rubs against the dirty surface, tearing at the skin and rending the tunnel. It reacts to neither of this.
I would
A
never
lot of-
do any. I don't like horses.
A lot of these are just about flabby flesh.
He just is.
It only continues to crawl at me in ever-increasing speed, ravenously gnashing and nipping and chewing. The pale beast and I get to the edge of the tunnel, but it keeps on crawling and crawling and pushing and pushing. The both of us fall from the tunnel, hit the dingy stairs, and fall down the hole. I can see the immensity of the beast now, its white, fleshy body worming its way out of the tunnel indefinitely.
Is there any editors for these?
I feel like we are missing parts of the story.
Okay.
We fall. We fall.
Yeah.
We fall.
You just got to say it once. I assume you're continuing to fall until you tell me you stopped.
We fall.
Just continue to fall.
This
So
guy
why don't
wrote
you just
this.
say we're fall? Jesus Christ.
Something soft and solid.
I farted. I farted when he did that.
It was scary.
I actually was kind of afraid I was going to poop.
Yeah, well, it was scary.
I get up and I see
I might need to.
the pale thing's whole wormy body is still
Falling.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. All right,
I
great.
thought it would be crawling.
Yeah, that is true.
the ground is hairy. The ground is meaty. I can see a shape turning about in the distance.
Did you read my story, Dad? Dad, I left my story out for you to read. Did you read it?
It's really good, really creative.
I walk to it.
Come on now.
It
Come
is-
on now, get him.
Son, actually, I was reading it. I actually think you need to describe the falling one more time.
It is an immense head of some equine thing, a massive mutant tumor covering the area where its eyes should be.
A lot of tumors.
Yeah.
It just happened to be a
It's a tumor
theme.
week.
It's a tumor episode. There's a lot of
Creepypasta
tumors.
19, a lot of tumors.
It's not a tumor, but in this case,
It
It's
is.
a lot.
It is a
It's
tumor.
a lot of tumors.
Aquarium?
The head swivels. It swivels to face me. It bellows.
Hey.
I edge away from the head. I wander in the
Edge away from the head.
Horse-Scape.
Horse-Scape. I do like, all right, I kind of like this. It's Horse-Scape. It's just Netscape,
I
but
love
filled
this.
with shit.
I love this story so much. I find more heads, some with similar tumors,
Hi.
others with immense bulging eyes.
Where's my glasses?
Wow, there's so much more to this story to come, too.
Welcome to the
This is-
Horse-Scape. Hope you brought your hoof cleaner.
It's almost just begun. I always carry hoof cleaner with me, though. Yes, you never know when you're going to get lucky.
There are even some horses which have fangs rather than the usual flat teeth of a horse.
It's really difficult with the oats.
Oh, very.
I meet a mass of hooves, head nowhere to be found, legs knotted together to form some strange thing. It approaches me and begins to beat in my body. It beats my head in with its flat and hard horse feet. I am powerless to do anything. I haven't had any food for days upon days.
This is why it's so important to vote. Because
Absolutely.
They're only as
Elections?
good as the people we put in. So if you're in the Horse-Scape, this is the people, this is the kind of shit that you are responsible for. You need to be voting in the Horse-Scape.
Elections have consequences.
The equine mass is too strong and violent for me to eat any meat from the ground. Because remember, the
don't
ground
eat.
is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ground.
don't do that.
Well, remember,
It's
the
meat.
ground is hairy and made of meat.
Well, but you can't trust it.
You can't trust
no,
it. But if you're
definitely not.
starving, you're going to try it.
Oh, sure.
My body is broken and bruised and cut and hurt by the mass of hooves and feet. I can do nothing. I am killed, and I will rot forever and ever in the void of horses I am in.
So, Dad, do you think that maybe this will get me a publisher?
I actually think it might work. Yeah, I'm well connected.
Well, looks like you didn't follow my advice, stranger.
Oh, God.
Okay, I could have a use for you now. Billy!
The mass of hooves hobbles forward on its many legs.
See, son, I like hearing that. Like, son, how you have used your own name in here.
That Billy.
That's you.
That's
No,
why we named you Billy.
Billy's the mass of hooves.
Oh, Billy, it's the Billy the Hooves.
Yeah,
Oh.
Billy is the mass.
Billy the Hoof.
Billy!
And that's also my mother's name.
Yes, and your father's.
Yeah, my father's name is Bill.
Take the stranger to my room. I must work on them.
Yes.
Billy the hoof thing.
Come on now. Here we go.
Billy the hoof thing grabs my pallid and weak body with some of its many legs and drags me away into the darkness. I open my eyes and look down. My hands are not hands.
Are they hooves?
Hooves.
Wow.
Hey.
They're
Whoa.
hooves. Ah, good morning, child. Horse bellows. Would you like to see your new face?
A mirror in the shape of a horse.
Is he going to have a horse face? No, okay.
Wait. A mirror in the shape of a horse is placed in front of me, and I see what I look like. 3 immense eyes with long lashes gaze at me, placed on a mouthless mutant mass with 8 knobbly and lanky and awkward legs holding it up. A long tail of meaty quality drags behind me.
Meaty quality.
I am a horse.
So, Dad,
Well,
what
that's
was weird
fantastic.
is that when I gave my story to my guidance counselor, and what he did was that he brought some application in for the grocery store.
Yeah, it was really
He
bizarre.
said something about how
Yeah.
I am a horse.
I am a horse.
I am a horse.
I just
and
did.
what
I
a
just also
fantastic.
just,
But now he can eat.
No, he can eat. Well, he doesn't
Because
eat.
I think he can eat the
I don't
ground
think-
stuff.
I don't think he needs to eat because I don't know if the horses eat. Wait, I guess they
They
do
would
eat.
have to. I think he can eat the ground stuff.
well,
now.
it's Horse-Scape. I feel like this is
Yeah.
a place where maybe we don't know all the physics.
I don't think we know the rules of the Horse-Scape.
I mean, I went to that rodeo, and I'll tell you one thing: these horses are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we already
Horses
went
are
through this
I
whole.
love horses.
I mean,
we went
stunning
through a whole
creatures.
thing on Side Stories where he talked about in an
They are
almost
gorgeous.
They are.
erotic sense.
Not erotic.
No, not right. I know.
They're beautiful creatures.
I'm exactly on the same page as you, Ben. Horses are absolutely beautiful, beautiful creatures.
And you know what? We still, when you're going 66 miles per hour, that's horsepower.
Mhm.
Still,
yeah,
we still gauge it on horsepower.
You guys are coming at me real hard about how beautiful horses are, and I get. You know what? I think they're nice.
I think you're gonna have to stand. You're gonna have to sit on my shoulders at the next rodeo, and then you'll say, "Ben, there's something in the bag."
Hey, look, it's the horse.
That's right, Henry. That's the horse.
When I go back home to Texas, one of the first things I do is I go out and I say hi to the horses because
That's the
I
horses.
haven't been able to say hi to a horse in a long time, and they're so beautiful and
Puts a
so
little
nice.
hot dog in his mouth.
So
And
what
they-
I hope you do, you better read this story
To the horse.
some of the horses.
To some of the horses.
Oh, they're
Not
gonna
all of the
love
horses
it.
are going to love
If
it.
you go up to the main one and do the whole like, "Hello, stranger, if you are to be here, I would recommend being wary of my children." I have
right.
forgotten to introduce myself. I am Horse.
They remember him.
I
They
am
remember
horse.
him.
They remember me. They do remember me.
I know they do.
Yeah, 'cause they go like,
wonderful creatures.
Oh, what? God. No asshole safe. All right.
Rise from your grave.
How do we continue? I guess we do.
We just have to.
keep
We can-
shouldering forward.
It's like the Marines say, the only way through, the only way to finish is through.
out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This next one, this is Henry's. It's submitted by
Rakshasana.
Rakshasharani.
All right.
It's called The Daddy Face.
Yes, it's called the
What? The
daddy face.
A lot of
Which is
stuff.
frowning because dads are always disappointed.
Kind of subconscious stuff here.
I like this. So I like this. Always like when he chooses and then we can peer in.
Yeah.
Mhm. Into my subconscious?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Really?
Yeah, it's amorphous horse-like creatures. You're talking about your father. Also, your mother's
Brother,
name is Billy.
they are the
and
same.
don't.
They're not the same
They're
name.
not the same because Bill and Billy are very different names.
No, my father's name is William. My mother's name is Billy.
Yeah, is Williamina.
Yeah. My grandfather's name was also Billy. His name was Billy Wayne.
Billy Wayne.
And we know Billy Wayne Davis is a fabulous comedian.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
First time I met him, that's what I told him. I said, my grandfather's name's Billy Wayne.
What
And he said, great.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
here we go.
it's very similar to when we interviewed somebody who was a victim of a serial killer, and Henry just said she reminds him of his aunt.
I said that she did look very similar to my aunt.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
No one wants to be like, oh, you look like my aunt.
I didn't say my dead aunt by suicide. I didn't say like my aunt who was all jacked up.
Yeah.
That I hated to look at because I threw up when I looked at her.
Yeah. My nice aunt.
I like my aunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, the Reynolds family weren't bad kids. I was in class with the brother, Randy, and my friend Marcy was in little sister's class. I never did anything that you'd expect abused children to do. They were pretty much normal, if quiet kids. What happened to them might have stayed a secret if we didn't start carpooling to school.
Oh,
And this whole thing was written by the gas companies.
absolutely. The
It's about
Hobley.
sponsoring. It's about sponsoring more drivers to cars.
High occupancy vehicle for anyone wondering.
Yeah, that wouldn't really make sense because carpooling is bad for the gas industry.
That's what I'm saying. It's anti-carpooling.
Anti-carpooling. Ah. Yeah.
Commentary. Mr. Reynolds had a station wagon and a greasy mullet. This was the period of time when the 80s were still haunting the 90s, so it wasn't too out of place then. I remember he teased me and Marcy a lot when he picked us up. The kind of teasing adults play off as funny, but it's actually really mean. I remember that, like my buddy that I came up with, they used to celebrate their own holiday instead of Christmas called Hungarian Day because the dad was like all fucked up, but he used to drink a lot.
Or was the dad
Like,
just Hungarian?
he was just he was a very bad alcoholic. and very
Oh,
mean.
I
And
see.
he used to drive the old-fashioned driving with the beer in his knees.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd hold his beers for him and stuff. It was,
Oh, that's kinda
it's fun
nice.
in a way.
It
was
is fun in a
scary
way,
as
but
well.
as an adult, you're like, oh, that was probably very
Really
sad.
scary.
Very sad.
very
Sad for
scary.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a sad man. Sad
Um,
Hungarian man.
See, I remember he called Marcy ketchup because of her red hair, which made her face turn red. So then he called her tomato.
I hate this guy.
God, I've never seen kids look as uncomfortable as the Reynolds kids were in that car that day. The quiet, funny Randy I knew on the playground was gone. He and his little sister Lillian were frozen in place.
Oh, that's my grandmother's name.
Lillian.
Like rabbits when you open their cage. Randy in the front seat. That left me and Marcy in the back seat with Lily between us. Of course, me and Marcy wanted to talk. We've been friends forever, and since we lived on the same street, we weren't loud or hyper. We were just talking quietly about things we loved. Then Mr. Reynolds asks, "Do you want to be quiet or do you want me to show you the daddy face?"
Oh,
I mean, he chose to read it like that. He chose.
I mean, honestly,
he
though,
chose to put it in erotic.
okay,
you
yeah,
want
I'll
me to be
change it.
quiet or you want me to show you the daddy face?
Yeah, yeah,
Either
yeah.
way,
Yeah.
it's
All right, I'll do it scary. This is
Yeah.
not scary.
Okay.
Scary, yeah.
Hey, do you want me to be quiet or do you want me to show you the daddy face?
it doesn't. It's just
Well,
a funny.
but that's the thing that's
Scary.
sinister. That's sinister.
It is scary.
I mean, yes, vaguely sexual, but sinister.
Yeah. I never knew much about Mr. Mrs. Reynolds. I knew she worked a lot. I don't know if she knew what her husband did when she wasn't home, how terrified her kids were of their father. When Mr. Reynolds asked that, his kids immediately started screaming and crying.
Oh.
Lily threw her hands over her ears. Randy just kept begging him, no. Mr. Reynolds was perfectly calm. He was smiling, like the thought of it was funny.
This is the creepiest one yet.
He repeated the question. Do you want me to be quiet, or do you want me to show you the daddy face?
I don't want to see the daddy face.
Marcy and I were very silent. Mr. Reynolds decided that since we didn't answer him, he'd show us anyway.
No, that's what you told us to do, is not talk.
He took his hands off the steering wheel and put them on its top and bottom jaw, like he was going to rip his face open. His eyes bulged, so they sort of pointed in other directions. Randy kept screaming, begging him not to. Me and Marcy held each other, tears streaming down our faces. Lily had sunk down in her seat and arms thrown over her head. Mr. Reynolds made a gagging noise. The station wagon had started drifting over the line, so a horn blast from the semi behind us broke the spell. Mr. Reynolds swore and took his hands off his face and put them back on the steering wheel, still wet with saliva. He dropped us off. He bid us a cheery goodbye. See, can't see tomorrow.
Yeah, that wasn't horrifying
Like it was a
at
joke.
all. Yeah.
We were grim as a funeral procession all day. I was still in shock when my mom picked me up after school. She asked me what was wrong. I tried to tell her about the daddy face, but I ended up crying right there in the car. Mom was pissed.
I believe that.
She saw Mr. Reynolds pulling up in the station wagon and told me to wait in the car. I screamed after her. I was terrified he'd pull the daddy face on her. I didn't even know what it looked like, but I didn't want it to happen on my mother. From the distance, I saw her approach Mr. Reynolds. I could see her body language as she spoke to him. Mr. Reynolds was dismissive at first. I could see him try to play it off as a joke. Then my mom said something else. Mr. Reynolds shot me a furtive glance. My mom saw. She started back towards the car, shouting at Mr. Reynolds. Mr. Reynolds had taken on a defensive stance, making the same face he'd made when he called Marcy ketchup. When we pulled out, I could see that the kids had joined him at the car. The tips of Mr. Reynolds' fingers disappeared as he dug them into his son's shoulder. My mom wouldn't tell me the conclusion that she'd come to. She just told me not to worry about it. So we stopped off for McDonald's.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
always cleans up the daddy face. Yeah.
Absolutely.
She let me get a toy and even a cola, which I normally wasn't allowed. The next day, she went to a meeting with the principal, just her, because Marcy hadn't told her parents, and the Reynolds parents. I don't know the exact outcome, but the Reynolds kids weren't in school the next day or ever again. Well, we grew up. Yada, yada, yada.
Yes, indeed.
But me and Marcy stayed in touch. We weren't super besties. We were still friends, so I guess it was kind of a shock when I found out that she's had begun dating Randy Reynolds.
The daddy face guy?
No,
The
the son.
son.
The
The
son.
of the
Oh,
daddy
my
face.
God.
She'd run into him again, and he'd grown up rather nicely. He was polite, funny, respectful, everything his dad wasn't. Marcy had been afraid to tell me because there was still something kind of closed off about Randy that frightened her a little bit. She got to know him, right? So it was like a whole thing. She dated him for 3 months. She got to know him pretty well. The parents had divorced. Dad just fucked off some parts unknown. The little sister was now studying to be a beautician. And she dated him for 3 months before she told me. And in all that time, she never asked about the incident in the car. But finally, one night, he looked at her and he sighed. You want to know about it, don't you?
Oh, no.
The daddy face. Marcy didn't answer. Randy said it was something only his dad could do. But he only did it to people who couldn't tell about it. His kids. An old homeless guy who probably pissed himself and had a stroke on the spot. A poor waitress who had given him milk instead of half and half. But the worst part, Randy said, was the very worst part is that it was genetic. Because he hadn't dated too much. He was afraid to get close to anyone because he was afraid of himself. And if Marcy wanted to see it, really wanted to see it, he would show her. I know she said yes, even if she never outright admitted it, because Randy wasn't like his dad. He wouldn't spring that on somebody without asking. Marcy doesn't remember the face. She blacked out, and when she came to, Randy was gone. He stopped answering his phone, stopped going to their hangouts, and basically just disappeared from her life. Marcy still can't see too well out of her left side. Sometimes she gets these bright flashes when it's dark outside. And as bad as I feel for her, I think I feel worse for the Reynolds kids, because she had only seen it once.
Whoa, the daddy
That was
face.
good.
Yeah, that's why
That
But
was
what
good.
is
I
the
knew you
face?
wanted a scary
What's
one,
the
so I
face?
gave you a scary one.
What's the face?
Daddy face.
Yeah,
But
Daddy-
what is the face?
I'm going to do the daddy face right now. The audience can't see.
Okay,
I'm going to do the daddy face right now.
let's see. Sleeping while watching old sports
Golf.
videos.
I'm going to say golf. That's a Saturday afternoon golf.
I was asleep. I was resting my eyes.
There you go. Well, that's actually great daddy face.
Yeah, that's a good daddy face.
That is
story.
scary.
Yeah, that's a scary one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, we all know
It's that whole, because
face.
it's the same bit as the Dan Aykroyd from the top of the Twilight Zone movie, being like, "You want to see something really scary?"
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, this one is called The Goat.
Whoa! It's about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, Michael Jordan. This is submitted by James B. Davis.
Isn't Tom Brady
Jim-
the only one with officially the nickname the GOAT?
No, I mean, whatever. It's whoever you want to make it.
No, you can. People call everything.
Jack Nicklaus with the golf. He's the GOAT.
Well, he's the
Tiger
golden
Woods
bear.
is the GOAT.
They
No.
say who's the LeBron? They call him the GOAT.
The GOAT. Well, they
But he's
call him
kind
the
of like
king.
He's the king, James.
Oh no, the
So
guy
he's
who,
King
the guy
James.
who was in the helicopter crash. He's the GOAT, right?
Kobe, greatest of all time.
Yeah.
No, he's
But
Mamba.
technically it is Michael Jordan. But anyway, let's do this here. The
That's
GOAT.
me. That's mine. I'm getting masculine. I'm
Sure.
supposed to see. We might see baseball tonight.
Maybe it's also it's Hello Kitty bobblehead
I actually
night.
don't really want to go.
So,
I don't want to see that. But
Yes, indeed. All right. Submitted by James B. Davis.
Ooh,
the
Jim
GOAT.
Davis.
Is this Jim Davis? Jim
I
Davis?
I think this is the Jim Davis.
yeah, this is definitely
From
I've always
Garfield?
found that the creator of Garfield, he always goes onto weird, obscure creepypasta forums and posts stories.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know, my brother wrote him and Jim Davis wrote back.
That's adorable.
It took like 2 years. My brother was already out of Garfield at the time, but he still framed it. And that was very nice. That was back when you had to write letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote a letter to Michael Jordan once, and
he got back to you.
Well, a representative got back to me
Huge.
with a printed off 8x10 glossy that had it had an autograph printed on the paper.
That's awesome.
It was actually I actually cherished it throughout my
Somewhere
childhood.
within the Michael Jordan administration saw
You were-
your name
you were
one time.
recognized.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep, honestly. All right, here we go. The GOAT. I have a hard time telling this story. It's a very hard part of my life that I'm not completely over. Well, you know, buddy, you just go to therapy or whatever. Anyways, it's a very hard part of my life that I'm not completely over. I don't think a person could ever get over it. I'm sure that you will understand why soon enough, although you'll probably just think I'm insane.
Whoa.
Wow.
You're fucking nuts.
Wow. I live on a farm in Mexico. We have a lot of livestock and we have to deal with a lot of wolves and coyotes, and I'm used to dealing with them. So I really had no real expectations of anything too extreme on that night. It was a normal night. It was common for us to hear the goat scream because, as I said, there were a lot of wolves. As I was told to go out and check on the barn. Armed with a shotgun, I walked out to the barn.
He sounds like a
And I
man
could-
who does color commentary for baseball games who's had a stroke. And now he just
There you
speaks in
go.
creepypasta.
There you go. I could hear a loud slurping sound and the sound of a goat. I looked to see a terrible sight. On top of the goat was some kind of reptilian creature with a large spine on its back.
Chupacabra, yeah.
Its head was like a dog, but it with massive fangs that dug down in the goat's neck. Its scales were bioluminescent. Bioluminescent, green and blue.
Ooh.
Its ears were long and pointed, and it had somewhat of a humanoid stance, and its eyes were vibrantly glowing purple.
I still feel it's like an exaggerated chupacabra, but I do like the imagery.
It's chupacabra.
If it's a
but
chupacabra.
it's a chupacabra with a twist. You just wait. There's a twist coming.
I cocked the shotgun, and the creature looked up at me and hissed. Its teeth were covered in blood that dribbled down its chin. The terrible thing's horrid smell. I looked down at my goat and saw the eyes welled up with tears as he looked into my eyes. The goat's head then lifted up and smiled. "It's okay, John. I like it."
What?
So the goat's fine with it.
Why
The goat
can the
likes
joke
it.
say it? Why can the goat talk?
It's okay, John.
Why
I like
doesn't he
it.
be like, help me then?
No, he likes it.
No, he likes it. The top.
The goat's fine. The goat's not
always
dead.
talking?
The goat's not dead. The goat.
No.
I actually like that. So the chupacabra and the goat are kind of symbiotic.
It's okay, John. And I like it.
I like it.
Yeah,
He likes to-
that's the twist. Is that the goat also talks? He didn't even know that because that's a double mind fuck. Because
That's
oh
a
my
double
god,
mind fuck.
Oh my God,
chupacabra's
this-
real.
this thing's
and then
talking.
also my goat. Not only does my goat talk, but my goat knows my name.
And it likes
Oh,
having blood drawn from it because some people do have the vampire fetish.
Oh, no, we know that, but honestly, I think it's mostly got to do with living in New Orleans and wearing a corset.
Yeah, it could be. Could be a lot of blood up there. All right.
Well, this is another one by Thomas F. Johnson.
We're bringing him back.
Wow.
I don't mind him. I don't mind. I imagine if I met him as a man.
No.
I'd enjoy him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What's that?
This one's called Mimesis.
Mimesis.
Okay. So a bit of background.
Okay.
I live in this dog shit neighborhood, wrong side of town in a small city. Most of the low-wage jobs dried up after the factory left for God knows where. So all we got left are call centers and serving in gentrification land.
'Cause we're living here in Island Town.
Oh.
I live in a shitty apartment with my mom. The streets are broken down. I go to community college. I don't got a car. Most people don't. So I mostly walk and take the bus.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Living a good life.
Weird shit happens sometimes.
It always does.
Yeah.
As is usual for what happens when you're in a poverty town.
Yep.
But this is some weird beyond weird shit, like horror movie weird shit.
Oh.
And since I've been hearing some other shit from other people online, I thought I might as well share my story. The first of them, anyway.
Frank? Is that you, Frank?
Kill me.
So I'm coming home from getting milk at the food city when suddenly a plastic bag starts blowing in the wind.
Oh, God. Let's not get American Beauty on this.
Nice.
Fluttering up and about like they do usually. At first, I'm all like, big deal. I see lots of plastic bags in this part of town. Big deal.
Yeah, trash birds.
Then it starts following me. I think that's sort of unusual. So I start walking a bit faster. Nothing unusual. Just me being the kind of superstitious you get when that reptile part of your brain starts ticking. But then, you see, it speeds up too.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
It looks like it's fluttering hard, even though the wind doesn't seem to be getting any higher.
Oh.
And it hits me on the leg. This would be okay in any normal day. A minor spook, a little laugh, then back home with the milk.
Yeah, you're going to like that. You're going to like it. Get cereal
Bags
or
and bags,
some
bags
just
of milk.
Pure milk. Remember bagged milk? Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
yeah, it's
that.
Canada.
But then I feel like my leg's on fucking fire. And I look down. I see this bear clinging straight onto my leg, letting out some kind of liquid. But it doesn't look like a bag, quite up close. So I take out my knife, the switchblade I keep because, hey, again, bad neighborhood.
You're going to want your switchblade, yeah.
And I cut it off. It doesn't scream. It doesn't squeal. It barely slows down when I cut it, releasing some sort of sticky, clearish stuff. I cut through it,
Yeah.
part of the ways. It hangs on even tighter. I finally pry it off. It crumples in on itself in a soggy heap. I go a bit closer to it. It twitches. It smells like vinegar and piss.
Maybe it's a salt and vinegar bag.
I retch a little as I poke it with the knife. It twitches a bit more. It looks like a jellyfish, more like a jellyfish than a bag up close, though I've only really seen them in pictures.
Yeah.
I never seen a jellyfish up close.
We can't even think about going on vacation.
No.
I've only seen a
Yeah.
picture of a beach chair. I've never even sat on old
makes
hard chairs made out of old wood.
Makes sense.
The logo looks blurry, like the markings on an animal. I look down at my leg. It's bleeding. I think I'm going to be late coming home with this milk. Then I hear me, this soft, wet rustling in the distance.
Hey.
I look behind me.
Hey.
It's a whole bunch of plastic bags coming my way
Whoa.
in a very familiar manner.
Wow.
I run, of course. But they just keep catching up. Run through the alleys to lose them. They keep following me. Climb up a telephone pole. They follow me up. Jump a fence and hide in a pool. They swim across the water even faster.
Wow, he's doing a lot. Yeah, it's very athletic.
Jump in the old abandoned shed and bar up the door. They crawl in the gaps in the fucking windows.
Let me just go home, I think.
After that, I pretty much stuck. Well past my neck of the woods, still running, barely breathing. Just me, the roadkill, the desert, and the bags.
And milk.
I saw him coming towards me. God, I could smell the roadkill across from me. I could smell them coming towards me. The scents mingled like an acidic, necrotic wound. Then a jaw darted out from one of the things of roadkill towards a bag from the side.
Whoa.
Like one of those alien mouth thingies, but longer and like a set of gums with gingivitis.
Oh, my.
I looked at where the mouth came from. It was a pile of roadkill. Looked like a cougar.
A cougar, maybe a horse.
Maybe a horse. This guy seems to
maybe
like
horse.
horses.
Maybe-
No, I'm so sick of horses.
Maybe,
No more horse.
maybe a few javelinas. Maybe just a big slag of meat that looked like something sort of like a big rotten mammal carcass. It reared up on its huge slimy legs like crab legs.
All right.
The jaws were chewing on the bag carcass. You know the bag?
Yes, I remember the bag.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
It scuttled
I
towards
thought the bags were going to be more like villainous, but it seems like they're just food.
It scuttled towards the other bags. Big rotten holes opened up in its sides. The more jaws came out, snatching at him and chewing. It only got a few before the rest fluttered away, bobbing and frippling like the sad little sheets of plastic they looked like. It gave me hope for a moment. But then it finished wolfing the things down. Made short work of them, in fact.
Sure.
And it turned towards me and started scuttling. I backed away, and then I noticed something. I'd been so occupied with the chase before
Yeah.
that I hadn't noticed that it looked like there were two suns in the sky, and that one of them was getting closer and closer. Glowing needles were coming off it as it opened wide, right behind the roadkill jaw. Law of the Jungle says, there's always a bigger fish.
Well, now that is just absolutely fascinating. So, Law of the
understood
Jungle. Now, he wasn't in the jungle. He was actually in a small town. No word on how the milk is doing.
I don't know what had happened. What happened?
I actually think that this man should never write again.
I feel like
Thomas F. Johnson. I love you, Thomas.
I feel like
I like
Thomas
Thomas.
Johnson has a wonderful imagination.
I
wanna meet him.
I love his stream of consciousness writing. I think he's a great writer.
I do too. I like this tone.
Law of the
It's
Jungle
unique.
says
It
there's
do-
always a bigger fish.
It kind of reminds me of almost in a. I mean, it's a big jump, but he does remind me a little bit of what's Paul Delaney. What's his name? The guy that wrote Babel 17, right?
Yeah, it's got a
Yeah.
bit of a Cronenberg thing going
It's
on.
got a little bit of
Right.
what's his spot? Is it Paul? Yeah, was it Paul Delaney? Who's the author? Who's the guy that
Yeah, well, this is
Samuel R. Delaney.
Samuel R. Delaney.
Mhm.
Thank you. Yes, Rob. Yes.
Yeah.
Samuel R. Delaney.
Yes,
All
he did.
right.
Yeah, he wrote a couple of these. All right, here we go. Let me do this.
Here you go.
And also,
Henry.
I'd say Law of the Jungle. It's not really the Law of there's always a bigger fish is the Law of the Ocean.
Yeah. Well, yes.
It's Law of the Jungle, but it's still.
It actually isn't. To your point. Yeah.
To my point, Law
Wow.
of the Ocean is that there's
always a bigger fish. But Law of the Jungle is there's always a bigger threat.
Well, there's
maybe.
just
Lion?
the predatory
lions
nature
aren't
of
in
the
jungles.
jungle.
Always a
Lions
bigger,
are pretty much pretty top.
well,
bigger
they're
fish to
they're-
fry.
They're more of a they're Serengeti. They're not jungle animals.
Right.
Tiger, always a bigger tiger, perhaps.
Yes, perhaps. Yes.
I think it's kill or be killed.
That's also the Law of the Jungle.
That's
Yeah.
the Law of the jungle.
Yes.
Or-
Although I
The Law of
did.
the ocean is hey, don't pee in me.
You know what I did? Not in me. You know what I did see? There was a cute video of a rhinoceros helping a hippo pick its teeth with the rhinoceros's horn.
Wow, that's fun.
Sometimes they fight. Sometimes they play.
Hey man, as long as you watch in peace instead of war.
Yep. It's very funny.
The law of the jungle is actually anything goes.
Anything goes is the law of the jungle. I thought that's what Rob says, but actually that kind of creeps me out. It feels like everybody's coming and fucking.
Yeah, not
sucking.
anything goes
Yeah,
in
well,
the jungle.
actually,
you
you know
can't
what?
you can't kiss a tiger.
That's
Yeah.
a great segue. Because if the law of the jungle is that anything goes, anything goes,
I don't think that's true.
that maybe,
I think
I
so.
think that's the law of like North Dakota.
oh, anything, my good friend. Broadway.
Yes, indeed.
But we do have a tradition here. I want to say thank you for that last story, Marcus. This,
Yes.
what you put together here was absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely. I learned
Thank you.
how to speak Latin.
You did.
I mean,
we learned about horses.
Yeah.
We learned about the daddy face. We've learned
Yes, we did.
be careful on the piers.
Yeah.
We did. And I would go through all of these weird ass things I learned on 4chan, but I'm just going to straight up say they are really fucking boring.
Yeah.
There are a couple ones that was interesting. I don't know if you've heard about Lost Boy Larry,
Nope.
No.
which is like a true story of a little kid that showed up on a CB like radio in the 1970s where he
it's
was
a real
yelling.
story?
It's a real story where they determined it. They said officially that it's a hoax, but there was a kid's voice over the CB radio that was begging for help, and there was a 2-month-long search for this little boy.
Wow.
Honestly,
and then
if you're a
nothing came out of
kid,
it.
though, that is a funny hoax.
It was.
really is.
Yeah,
It
because
was.
you have no... Like, when you're a kid, you're just like, this is going to be hilarious. They're going to think I'm dead. And as an adult, they're like, that wasn't very funny.
There's also an entire website called arnoldheight.com that is talking about there is a massive discrepancy about the actual physical height of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And there's a fight.
How is there a
about
massive
how to-
discrepancy?
because he has said that he's 6'3". He was
He's
once
not
measured
6'3".
he was once measured at a thing where he was 6.5 inches, but then 6 foot and a half, and
Right,
and
not
a half,
6.5
right?
inches,
But yeah. But then another guy said, well, technically he was at the end of the day when they measured him, but technically believe that you're actually shorter at the end of the day than you were at the top of the day
3
because
inches
the
shorter.
gaseous
No.
sacs.
3
and everything-
inches shorter.
No,
You just-
no,
it's-
I
but
know
there's
that
a-
is true. That's
There's
what they
literally
say.
an
I
entire
know.
website
But
that you
at this
should look
point,
at.
He's in his 70s. I bet you he's 5'11".
Yeah.
Now,
at this point.
Because he shrunk down. He was never 6'3". That is a lie.
That was
but I
his
think
lie.
he was like 6'1".
That was
Yeah,
his lie.
6'1".
But I will say that's one thing. So that's what I also got real deep into phantom kangaroos.
I understand.
Well, maybe next time. The next
But the,
Creepypasta is around Halloween, I believe.
Yeah,
But
right,
anything else? Oh, we're definitely. I want to do listener pasta. We're going to do all that.
Yes.
But that's why we have a tradition here, and in the spirit of anything goes, I have to read through at least a chunk of this, sadly by contract, because I feel the one thing about this is that it's not really like how do I put it? Like when it comes to cryptid erotica,
Yeah.
we're getting to sort of how do I say it? Almost a lazy place.
We've been talking about this for the past 5 years.
Very
Almost
much
kind
so.
of a lazy
No.
place.
When
Because-
if we can compare cryptid erotica to grunge, right now we're in we're in Matchbox 20.
We're in a bit in a Matchbox 20
not
because
that,
and I have no problem with these incredible artists putting together these stories. I know how hard it is to write.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, let's dig a little deeper because I started reading. I had somebody while we were doing the Mothman series.
Yeah.
Someone sent me this book that they said, "Oh, Henry, you'll love this, right? You're gonna
Right.
love this book. It's called Bisexual Mothman Mailman Makes a Special Delivery in Our Butts."
Oh.
And I was looking at it, and honestly, number one, it's lazy. Because when
Why?
it starts, the
Is
beginning
it
of
is it not appropriate to
I
the
read this-
Mothman lore?
I read this whole thing, and it starts with these two guys, a couple, right? And they're talking, new neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. They love their
Right.
mailman. One day,
Nice.
the mailman doesn't show up. Their
Oh.
normal mailman is replaced by what can only be described as a Mothman. So right here, standing before me is a mailman that I didn't recognize. We've had Noah delivering packages for the last 6 years that we've lived in this home, but it appears something has happened because the guy standing before me is certainly not Noah. Instead,
Right.
I'm faced with a muscular Mothman, the creature covered in grayish white hair and sporting a large pair of wings folded against his back. His eyes are huge and glowing, placed lower than one might expect, and giving the rare cryptid a distinct appearance as though his head was actually positioned somewhere deep within his muscular chest.
Is the mail still being delivered on time?
Well, this is yes, but it's
Well, then
kind of
that's fine.
That's fine.
no, but I don't. Again,
Do one sentence of cock.
the Mothman.
How big's its cock?
But when it comes to work, right? The Mothman
does it.
He's going to be a mailman. I love our mailman community and mail woman
Sure.
groups.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you, male
absolutely.
people.
That's
Yes.
a fantastic job.
Male humans. But again, when I just feel like with
Why wouldn't
Mothman,
Mothman do it?
I guess they're saying that it's about his wings, but he doesn't use his wings to really travel. He more transports. And again, he's a harbinger of doom. And unless the
What's
mailman's
more-
just delivering bills,
That's all that mail is. I
No, I
hate
love
mail.
my packages.
I hate mail.
you get your shoes in the mail.
Yeah, you get your shoes.
Yes, indeed. Oh, the exciting world of mail. We could talk about it all.
I'll talk
We
about
could-
it.
All
that's-
sorts of things you
forget
get in
about
the mail. I
creepypastas.
get my Discogs orders in the mail.
You can get human teeth in the mail. You can get toe clippings in the mail.
All right, back to bisexual Mothman mailman makes a special delivery in
All
our
right,
butts.
just get to the size of the cock. We got to wrap it up.
There you go. So he says here he's dressed quite conservatively in a typical mail carrier's uniform, but the cut of his pants hung just right above the Mothman's perfectly toned rump.
Rum, good.
We got this thing. It's titled. So this guy was talking about his book. The guy in this story is an author, and he wrote a book called Bisexual Buckaroos: 7 Bi Group Encounters in the Tingleverse.
Which
right?
I get. Yeah.
So this is Chuck Tingle. I think he might be doing it. Chuck Tingle also wrote a book called Pounded in the Butt by My Handsome Sentient Library Card, who seems
Gotcha.
otherworldly, but in reality is a natural part of the priceless resources of our library system provides, which is very funny. He's just a
great.
very funny guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny
Oh, yeah,
across
very
the
much
board.
so. No, Chuck Tingle's
Yes.
got a thing, but
Tingle, yeah.
But I would say is that if you're writing an erotic cryptid story, don't write
More lore.
or what's that? If you're writing one, Don't write an erotic story that has Mothman in it.
Yes.
Well,
Right? No,
okay.
no. Don't write an erotic story that has Mothman in it. Write a Mothman story that happens to be erotic.
This is the thing, because right here, he starts at the
Okay.
top. She's like, oh, what's your name? And he says, that's all right. My name's Indrid. So he does, that's one piece of lore.
I mean, that's lore.
That's
yeah.
lore,
yeah.
But I'm
There-
talking story.
What's the cock size on the Mothman?
All right, let's just get here. Just say,
Jump right in here.
there we
themes?
go. All right.
What's the theme?
Yeah, how big is its cock?
Two packages from my favorite posts. Okay, here we go. All right. Handsome cryptid reaches down and begins to unbutton my jeans, eventually tugging them down and allowing my swollen cock to spring forth in all its glory. Injured gasps.
That's
and he
his
first,
cock.
like,
What's the Mothman's cock?
The thing about the Mothman cock, again, it's like, why is he gasping? He's been fucking and sucking for so long. I
Yeah.
feel like he could just be, you're a Mothman mailman. You've been having sex with the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
All right, now, next thing I know, the handsome Mothman has opened his mouth wide and taken my rock-hard dick between his lips, slowly pumping his face up and down across the length of my shaft. I lean my head back and I let out a long, satisfied
and
groan.
nothing about this is Mothman. This
No,
is
this
just
is
Where's
not
the
about
Mothman
Mothman.
in this? All right,
Why isn't he fellatioing the Mothman?
my two lovers begin to pass my shaft back and forth with his wife, sometimes dragging their tongues along my length, and the time sucking me off with frantic
All right, it's too
enthusiasm.
self-focused.
I mean, it's before Ivy opens her mouth wide and takes my cock between her lips, pushing her face further down on my shaft, deeper and deeper she glides. There we go. All right, so here you go. I'm sure where is his dick? It fits perfect. No, all right, okay. I take my hand on the back of my wife's head. All right, oh no, not that part. There we go. He grabs the guy's dick. He places my new cock ring over the end of it. He slides the rubber circle all the way down to the base. He moves
What's
back
the
and forth.
Mothman's dick?
Now let's take it for a test drive on my ass. The cryptid says.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness
yeah.
gracious.
Pull the fabric away. All right, chiseled form. Indrid is completely naked. All right, now where's the dick? All right, I'm looking for this
Please,
dick.
God, just that's all we need.
Now he reaches back and he gives his rear a playful slap, gripping his butt tightly with one hand and
Tight
spreading
butt.
himself open. What are you waiting for, Indrid Coos? Come fuck this tight Mothman ass. You heard him. My wife chides enthusiastically. All right. So now Mothman braces himself against me, so my cock can plunge deeper into his
yada,
stretched out
yada, yada,
asshole.
get
Again,
to
this is
his cock.
asshole.
Yeah,
This is
just
asshole.
this is his asshole. And
Keep
that's the
fucking me,
thing.
keep fucking me. The
It sounds
Mothman
like
rose.
Pump,
you'd
pump.
think there'd be something special about the Mothman's asshole. I opened up his wide starfish,
Butterfly,
and I
like-
saw
I want
that-
something unique.
Yeah,
we
I want-
all got buttholes.
Yeah.
that you
All
can
right,
fuck,
two
right?
more sentences. We got to get
Well,
to
the wife's put on a strap on, starts fucking him while
No,
he's fucking
I
the
don't
Mothman.
care,
No, no,
Henry.
it's-
I
What's
know.
the Mothman's dick?
I'm bucking against each other, our bodies
Oh,
slamming
God.
in a perfectly performed polyrhythmic dance, begin to loudly moan in a chorus of ecstasy. I'm so close, everybody comes.
How does the Mothman come?
Instead of my dick fucking injured, the muscular cryptid is now preparing himself to plow away at me. My wife, on the other hand, has slipped around and laying out on her back with her legs.
This
This is just
confidently.
Mothman's dick.
a story of this is just an erotic story. As it just you could put the name Steve in place of Mothman and be Steve the mailman the Steve the bisexual mailman.
Oh, well, this is the closest we have. Suddenly, the Mothman enters me from behind and causes my breath to catch in my throat. I thought my wife's strap-on was big, but this is another level entirely.
Okay, so it's large.
Indrid's
It's just
cock is
big.
a force to be reckoned with, and
It's
I'm
just-
lucky I've been significantly
wanted-
warmed up.
I
Yeah.
wanted
just-
a categorization. I wanted
wanted
the
feathers.
veins.
I wanted,
the
like,
head. How big is the head?
how
How big
are
is the
we-
hole?
Again,
How much spurt's coming out?
it's like Passover. How is this night different than any other night?
Right.
It's like, how do we, what
Yeah,
are we
this is
bringing
just-
What
here?
are we doing?
yeah, you could
What are we
seriously do
bringing?
Control F and replace with anything.
I agree with you,
and it would
Marcus.
just be-
And,
yeah.
and this is not slandering Chuck Tingle.
No.
To me, this is more
No.
about like, just take it. We've read a lot of this stuff.
What about the Loch Ness monster?
Hey,
the
we've
Flatwoods
there is some.
monster.
Yeah.
Come
There is
on.
some. We talked
Just
about
something.
with Bigfoot, the U-turn dick was special because
It
there was
really was.
neutrinos.
It was big.
explained
It was
quantum
big.
mechanics in a way that was easily understandable for people that are horny.
True,
Mm-hmm.
true.
All right, so this is something. So again, let's dig deeper.
I say let's
All
dig
right.
deeper. But
Let's
yeah,
dig
because we're definitely gonna be taking some cryptid erotica submissions in the
Yes.
future. So please start working on it now.
Think
But
Mr.
outside.
Tingle,
remember,
I'll pay you my damn self to write a good. You show up with one.
but remember, you're writing a cryptid story that happens to be erotic, not an erotic story that features a cryptid.
All right,
I agree.
powerful lessons here. Every creepypasta, you learn something, don't you?
Even if it's just to not listen to creepypastas.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for listening.
This is so much fun. We got a really story we've been wanting to tell for a long time. Is coming up next week. It is an American true crime story.
It is.
That is. I think you're gonna like. I think you're gonna like it. And if you like gaping now, you're definitely gonna like gaping later.
Yep. If you like big cocks, This story's for you.
All right. Also, go to our website, lostpodcastnetwork.com or Last Podcast on the Left, and check out all the tour dates we have coming up and things of that nature.
9/23, we have Murderfist at Dynasty Typewriter in Los Angeles. We have 10/22 at the Balboa in San Diego. The entire LPN force will be as one doing shows for you. And 11/4.
There we go. I always forget
in Los
it.
Angeles, the Palace. Last Podcast on the Left.
And thank you all so much for all that watched our 12-hour Grindhouse.
And by this
subathon.
point, it has been released on Twitch. So go check it out.
Go enjoy that, please.
Go check it out.
We did our best.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you want to see the whole thing, start with a synth suite that I composed.
It's very good.
Thank you.
It's
Well,
very good.
I borrowed, but I think it's still good.
Again,
that's all.
Great artists, good artists borrow, great artists steal.
I stole 2 pieces of music very blatantly.
Excellent.
Wow, how brave. All right, everyone, hail yourselves.
Hail Satan.
Huggy.
Hail me, you fucker.
Don't fuck a horse.
Don't fuck a horse.
Please, God.
Please,
We've
please.
learned a lot.
I am.
But you know what's interesting is that you say don't fuck a horse, but there was never anything in any of those stories about having sex with the horse.
It
At
was
all.
alluded to.
He was mixed up. He got all of his.
You tell
He's
me-
got dick on the brain.
We were. I do have dick on the brain. I got to go to the doctor later.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.